See, from today, I will start with Navy base classifier, which is one of the very important and having a lot of applications in machine learning. Now, before going to the concept of base classifier, let us try to understand these three notations very carefully. When I write f of x comma theta, it means it is a joint distribution of x and theta. That means both x variable and parameter both are random variables. And we are finding the joint probability of value or variable and parameter theta. When you write f of x given theta, it's a conditional distribution of x given theta. That means random variable is x. It can take all possible values. But theta is fixed. Parameter is fixed.
Parameter is fixed.
And that is what our practice is. When you write binomial, it is actually binomial n given p. When you write exponential, it means exponential of x given lambda, because parameters are given. If not given, based on the sample, we are going to estimate them. So f of x given theta. What this conditional distribution f of x given theta alternatively means is the likelihood. It is the likelihood of x for given theta. As opposed to that, third one is a exactly opposite notation. F of theta given x. Conditional distribution of theta given x. Now see, in practice, if you know the parameter theta in condition 2, f of x given theta, if you know the parameter theta, then you know all properties of that distribution. You know mean, variance, its skewness, kurtosis, shape, and everything you know. What remains is for that theta you are finding the prospective probability for different random variable of x. That is the case when your theta is fixed. But in practice, parameter theta may or may not be fixed, because real life situations are so dynamic, real life situations are so versatile. It won't guarantee that your parameter theta will remain fixed. And so if you see the third condition, f of theta given x, conditional distribution of theta given x. In 2, we assume that theta is given. In 3, we assume that x is given. So among the given theta and among the given x, the more realistic is the third one, because we always have a sample, and that sample is a given information. And under that given information, we try to find what is the possible value of theta. So here theta is a random variable, x is a given information, and using that information, we try to find the most suitable value of theta that will maximize your conditional distribution of f of x theta given x. So remember that in the third case is quite different. You are using sample information and you are talking about the possibilities of population parameter theta. That is the difference between f of x given theta and f of theta given x. The Navy based classifier assumes sample information is known, and based on the sample information, Navy based classifier, Navy based concept tries to come up with the most possible value of theta. That is the basic idea of Navy-based classifier. I will give an illustration here. I will give you an illustration here. Okay, let us see this example. This is a very common example whenever we deal with the base classifier. This is always given. It is example about tennis playing. This is a training data set. Now, when you say training data set means it's a some kind of historical data you have. Now here there are two important concepts you must understand. One is feature, another one is instance. Outlook means how is that day? That day is sunny, that day is overcast, that day is rainy. So outlook of that day, it is a feature of that day. Temperature, hot temperature, mild temperature, cool temperature. This is the feature of that day. Humidity, high humidity, normal humidity, feature of the day. Wind, weak, strong, weak, strong. This is the feature of the day. So in this table, I have four features of the day. Which are those features? Outlook, temperature, humidity, wind. In other words, these are the variables. In other words, these are the categories. Now, if you see D1, D1 is a four-dimensional vector with value sunny, hot, high, weak. This is called as first instance. D2, it's a four-dimensional vector sunny, hot, high, strong. It is again called as second instance. Likewise, there are third, fourth, and 14th instances are there. In other words, you can say D1, D2, D14 are records, outlook, temperature, humidity, wind are category. So in machine learning branch, instead of using variable, attribute, record, the terms used are features and instances. So day is the instance and properties of days is the features. The last column is there, play tennis. Yes, no, yes, no. Means under certain condition of that day, under certain futuristic view of that day, you are taking the decision whether I should go for playing the tennis or I should not go. That means you have some supportive information, and under that supportive information, you are taking the decision about playing the tennis or not. So, in other words, it is also called as, this is called as X and this is called as Y. Now this Y is no or zero. No means zero, yes means one. Or you can say no means minus one, yes means one. So these are the class labels. Your days are classified as, yes, I played the tennis, no, I didn't play the tennis. So days are classified accordingly. So these are the class labels, no and yes. So in fact, your data here is like this. X, Y. This is your data structure. How is this X? X is four-dimensional. What is Y? Y will take value either plus 1 or minus 1. Y depends upon X. because X is free. Humidity not in our hand. Temperature not in our hand. Wind not in our hand. Outlook not in our hand. For example, if you see today you can see that there is no cloud, there is no rain. So it's a quite rainy day. It's a quite rainy day. If there is no wind moving from one place to the other place, you can say that wind velocity is weak or it's almost zero. So X is the set of independent features. They are set of independent features. Might be in real life situation, these set of independent features may be truly independent or they may be dependent on each other. It's a different part we'll see later on, but possibilities are there. Y depends upon X. And now our problem is to try to find a function f which is from x to y, which is from x to y. So given x, we can say it is +1 or we can say it is -1. So f will be the classification rule. F will be the classifier. Given the instance, you are trying to classify that instance in one of the well-defined class level. That is the idea. Now this is historical information. Now let us see how to convert this historical information in terms of so-called as prior probability or conditional probability. Let us see this. See here, there are 14 days and count how many times tennis is played. I think tennis is played 9 times. And so probability that play is equal to yes is 9 by 14. Probability that play is no, it's a 5 by 14. So it's a what you call as my what is called as one is joint probability and this is a marginal probability. This is marginal probability. It is based on the 14 instances, right? Now let us see 4 different tables with respect to these 4 different parameters, 4 different features. We can have 4 different tables. In each table, you will find that it's an association of a feature with the action. Playing yes or playing tennis is action. You may not. So it's a kind of association between feature and action. So see here, probability that outlook is sunny and play is yes. Outlook is sunny and play is yes. It's a kind of a joint probability. It's a kind of a joint probability. Probability outlook is sunny, intersection with play is yes. This is what this probability is. Okay. Now, see if you see how many times tennis is played. It is played 9 times. And out of these 9 times, how many days were sunny? See here, yes, 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 yes. Among these, this is a one sunny day. This is another sunny day. And see whether there is any other sunny day. No sunny day. So there are 2 sunny days out of 9. There are 2 sunny days out of 9. You can say this as a conditional probability also. Probability of sunny day, whether when you played it. It's a 2 by 9. Now, probability day is sunny, but you have not played. Day is sunny, but you have not played. So see, this is the day is sunny. A day is sunny. Huh? Sunny, 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 sunny. This is one. So there are 5 sunny days. And out of these 5 sunny days, you have played, see how many times? This one time and this one time. So there are only 2 days. Those are sunny and you have played it. So let us see this. How it is. Third one is, where is the third one? Sorry, it is no. It is no. So there are 5 sunny days, and in these 5 sunny days, you see, you have not played here, you have not played here also, you have not played here also. So 3 days you have not played, and so probability is 3 by 5. In the same way, all these probabilities are calculated. Now here you will find one very important thing, that conditional probability is happening to be 0. Now when conditional probability is happening to be 0 means probability of intersection is 0. And when one conditional probability is 0, other conditional probability will also be 0. So we have to tackle this case very differently. So there is a different formula for this, we'll see later on. So this is one kind of association. So all these 6 probabilities are calculated. Sunny, play yes. Sunny, play no. Overcast, yes. Overcast, no. Rain, yes. Rain, no. Now if you see the total of yes column, that is 1. If you see the total of no column, that is also 1. Don't take the total of sunny column. Don't take the total of overcast column. That will not be add up to 1. Okay. Now let us come to the second table. Association of temperature with action. So hot temperature, probability is 2 by 9 to play. Hot temperature, probability is 2 by 5 not to play. Mild temperature, probability is 4 by 9 to play. Mild temperature, probability is 2 by 5 not to play. Temperature cool, probability is 3 by 9 to play. And temperature cool, probability 1 by 5 not to play. Here also you will see that total of columns is 1 in both the cases. Likewise, it's about humidity and wind. Likewise, it's humidity and wind. Okay. So this is what we call about learning phase. This is called as learning phase. This is what is called as training phase. Because this training phase has given you lot of information. Lot of information. See, when wind is weak, there are more chances to play. When humidity is normal, there are more chances to play. But when temperature is hot, there are very less chances to play. Day is sunny, there are less chances to play. Under what condition you can say that there are very less chances, there are very high chances not to play? So you can say when humidity is high, there are very high chances not to play. So such a different information we have here. Lot of probabilities are here. Marginal probabilities are there, conditional probabilities are there. In fact, we call these as contingency tables, but these contingency tables can be converted into probability tables. So these are the conditional probabilities what we are talking about. Now, Let us see the test phase. So you have something new record now, and that record is outlook is sunny, temperature is cool, humidity is high, and wind is strong. And wind is strong. Outlook is sunny, temperature is cool, humidity is high, wind is strong. Now let us see whether this instance is available in the 14. Okay. Let us see, this is sunny, temperature is hot, so it is not matching. Sunny, temperature is hot, not matching. Sunny, temperature is mild, not matching. Sunny, temperature is cool, but humidity here is normal, which we there expect to be high. So it is not matching. Sunny, temperature is mild, not matching. That means this is a truly speaking a new instance. That means this is a new possible day. It is another possible prospective day. And now, under such a situation, what one should do? What one should do? How to find this probability? Now, this is a where we have to apply Bayes rule. We have to apply Bayes rule. All these probabilities are already calculated in the earlier table. So don't bother about this. Okay. Now let us come to this. Now see here, two probabilities are calculated. Which are two probabilities? This is a given information. So under this given information, what is the probability that I should play the game? What is the probability that I should not play the game? So see, probability of yes given instance x. That means probability of sunny day I should play into probability cool temperature I should play, probability high humidity I should play, probability strong wind I should play. So all these are the conditional probabilities and they are treated as independent into probability with which I can play, right? So if you compute this, this is 0.0053. If you come to the another part, counterpart, probability that I should not play given the instance x. So it is probability that day is sunny, I should not play. Probability that it's a cool day, I should not play. Probability high temperature, high humidity, I should not play. Probability strong wind, I should not play. Into probability, I should not play. It is 0.0206. So you can see 0.0053 is a very small probability as compared to probability 0.0206. And therefore, if such a day occurs, it is better not to play the tennis. Maximum associated probability rule. This is called as maximum associated probability. So the maximum probability is associated with the class no. And so our action should be no. We should not go for playing the tennis. So if you see this, everywhere here we have used the prior information. And based on this prior information, we have come up with these two figures. Otherwise, if you don't use this information, then we have a very simple way that treat these two outcomes as equally likely and say 50-50 chance. And say 50-50 chance. Now you may ask the question, why probability of yes plus probability of no is not 1? Why probability of yes plus probability of no is not 1? It must be, but it is not 1. for the simple reason that this is a one possible occurrence, among so many occurrences. Now let us see how many possible occurrences will be there. For example, outlook, there are three possibilities. So let me write here 3 multiplied by, in case of temperature, there are three possibilities. So it is again 3 multiplied by humidity, there are two possibilities, and wind also there are two possibilities. So if I take the product, this is 36 possibilities are there. There are 36 possibilities are there. And this your instance is one out of these 36. That is why it is not here. If I list all 36, then definitely it will be there. Now, these 36 possibilities are possible over last year, last 2 year, last 3 year, last 10 years. And these 36 possibilities are not equally likely because it depends upon the season, because it depends upon the wind. And so, even though there are distinct 36 possibilities of the instances, they are not equally likely. And that is why what the probability we expect here should not be add up to 1. And they will never be add up to 1 unless you take all possible 36 instances, right? So this is all about this lecture because its time is almost over. We have another lecture hour